The trial against Indianapolis businessman Timothy Durham may wrap up sooner than expected. Call 6 investigator Rafael Sanchez joins us live from outside the federal courthouse with the latest on this. Rafael.
Todd, good afternoon. You're right. This case is moving much faster than expected. In fact, the jury could have this for deliberations as early as Wednesday. Now, in speaking with Indy businessman Timothy Durham, who's accused of fraud, he tells me he's not sure whether or not his attorney will let him testify. His attorney tells me that at least 2 to 3 people will testify tomorrow when the defense begins making its case, but we're not sure whether Durham will be one of those who will take the stand. Now, on the 6th day of testimony, federal prosecutors wrapped up their case by calling on the FBI and the group hired to follow the money. The prosecutor's witnesses told the jury that Durham's Fair Finance, which is now bankrupt, was not consistent with generally accepted accounting principles. Today we also learned some new numbers. All of Durham's artwork and vehicles that he voluntarily turned over, they've brought in $5.6 million, but that's hardly enough to cover the expenses that's owed to all the investors. New numbers on that today. We learned today that there are now 5,280 investors that are owed $215 million. This will be the defense strategy tomorrow when they begin their case at 8:30 in the morning here at the federal courthouse. They will paint Durham not as a crook or a swindler, but as someone unable to save his company after the FBI raids in November of 2009 in Indianapolis and Ohio. They will also make it very clear to the jury that he making bad business decisions is not fraud. Now, back live outside the federal courthouse, the other 2 gentlemen that are facing fraud charges, which include Rick Snow and James Cochran, their attorneys asked the judge today to let them off on all the charges for an acquittal. The judge said, no way. This case resumes tomorrow at 8:30. Todd?
All right, Rafael, and you said it could go to the jury later this week. How is the jury doing throughout all this?
Well, the jury is on its way home. 16 jurors on the panel. Of course, today, some of them, Todd, at least 2 of them that we could see started dozing off when the federal prosecutors was presenting their case on all the accounting numbers. Either they were overwhelmed by the numbers or they were bored by the testimony. They'll have to pay attention tomorrow because, again, the defense is expecting to wrap up tomorrow. We could have closing arguments tomorrow afternoon, and again, they could be at work Wednesday morning.
All right, you don't want the jurors nodding off for sure. Rafael Sanchez reporting live for us. Rafael, thanks.